Hello, my name is METİN ARIDAŞIR. This is 56th part of explanation of my theory. ARIDAŞIR's different masses of different radius free electron motion forms taught and ARIDAŞIR's 1227 nanometer voltage constant. According to my theory and my formulas. 1. There are different size free electron motion forms at different wavelengths, frequencies, energies, and if we can relate different masses which are intrinsic and immanent motion forms of meta-sensation perception matter. 2. If we apply a certain electric potential voltage on any of these different size free electron motion forms, each of these free electron motion forms lambda n minus delta lambda, the shortest wavelength that in the 0 degree in the direction of free electron motion forms motion, will be the same value for 10 keV here 0.1225, for 0.2 nanometer radius sized free electron motion form, and a larger size 0.3 nanometer larger size electron motion form lambda n here for 10 keV, same result 0.1227 lambda n minus delta lambda. I advise to watch you my formal videos. If we apply a certain electric potential voltage on any of these different size free electron motion forms, here size, radius or wavelength, lambda n equal to 0.2 nanometer, and it is in motion. Here 0.3 nanometer larger, lambda n equal to and in motion, but same lambda n minus delta lambda, same lambda n minus delta lambda, okay, at a certain applied voltage. Whether larger wavelength, smaller frequency, smaller mass, it is not important. Okay. 2. If we apply a certain electric potential voltage on any of these different size free electron motion forms, each of these free electron motion forms lambda n minus delta lambda, the shortest wavelength that in the 0 degree direction of free electron motion forms motion, will be the same value, but each of these different size free electron motion forms velocities will be different. At the same certain value applied electric potential, greater-wavelength free electron motion forms velocity will be greater than smaller wavelength free electron motion forms velocity. Here, this is smaller wavelength free electron motion form in motion, and its, say, electron motion forms velocity 1. Yes. and here 2. Smaller ones, electron motion form, smaller ones velocity, here VE, okay. Smaller than greater wavelength electron motion form. This is slower, this is, its velocity is greater than this, okay. But this, only in this direction, motion direction, 0 degree, 0 degree, lambda n minus delta lambda is equal at a certain applied voltage. Say for 10 kV, same, 0.2 or 0.3, same. For 20 kV, same, 0.06135, 0.06135. Yes, I advise you to notice here. I hope you see. And compare. Yes, here. Same results, lambda n minus delta lambda for each certain applied voltages. But their velocities change. For 0.3 nanometer, for 10 kV, here 177,300 and 115,950. Here, this one smaller than this one. This wavelength is greater, but electron motion forms velocity is greater too. Okay, it's greater also. Yes. Here is my formula. I hope you see. This one, my formula, and my constants. Yes, lambda n minus delta lambda in the direction of motion of electron motion form, 0 degree. This is my formula and constant. And units, it's adequate. Here, in this expression, lambda min flew. There are no distinction that I put forth with this formula and with this constant. Okay, in here lambda n minus delta lambda, you know, I have told you again and again, here only lambda minimum, here only lambda. Okay. And unit problem. Two of formula have unit problem. This is nanometer, here nanometer divided by voltage. Here nanometer divided by voltage. But squared. Yes. 3. In accepted physics theory, this is important, say for all electrons there is a certain and single mass. Remember, 9.11 multiplied by 10 to the minus etc. kilogram. Only single mass value for all electrons. No distinction. No bigger electron, smaller electron, bigger wavelength electron, smaller wavelength electron, etc. Here I put forth this distinction. Yes. 4. In accepted physics theory, for an electron, its gained energy by applying a certain voltage in EV equals to its gained kinetic energy. Yes. Say EV equal to mechanical energy 1 divided by 2 multiplied by m velocity square. Yes. And this hypothesis makes de Broglie or de Broglie thought product a warped formula. That formula is de Broglie or de Broglie formula for electron here. Okay. Whereas, according to my theory and my formulas, at a certain applied voltage, there are different size electrons that have different masses and different velocities. Again. In accepted physics theory for an electron, its gained energy by applying a certain voltage in EV equals to its gained kinetic energy. EV equal to 1 divided by, if 1 EV, this is, okay. EV equal to 1 divided by 2 multiplied by m and velocity of electron square. Okay, square. And this hypothesis makes de Broglie thought product a warped, deflected, warped, it's true, warped formula. That formula is de Broglie or de Broglie formula for electron. Whereas, according to my theory and my formulas, at a certain applied voltage there are different size electrons that have different masses and different velocities. 5. Some parallelism may seem between here, some parallelism may seem between three of formulas. One of that I put forth, one of mine, one of Duane-Hunt formula, one of de Broglie formula. Yes. But these formulas are radically different. And Duane-Hunt law formula and de Broglie matter wave formula are accepted in accepted physics, whereas these two formulas in fact contradict with each other. Next, I will explain in detail. I hope you see, and here. Next, here my book in Turkish and English, and next I will explain Davison and Germer experiment, Thomson experiment. My theoretical and my formula proves, and de Broglie matter wave formulas are wrong according to my theory and my formulas. I will show all of these next. From my book. Have a good evening. See you later.